2 days before Thanksgiving, my phone pinged with a text from my mother-in-law, Margaret. Thanksgiving is family only. Find somewhere else to eat. I sat in my glass-walled office above Bella's dining room, watching prep hum along like a well-oiled orchestra. 7 restaurants, 2 catering teams. None of it existed to the Thompsons. To them, I was the guy who worked in hospitality. Useful, peripheral, not family. A calendar alert flashed. Thompson, private room. 12 guests, premium. Package. She'd booked it weeks ago, at my restaurant. I called my GM, Kim. Cancel the Thompson reservation, I said. There'll be fees. I'll cover them. 20 minutes later, my phone vibrated. Clara, my wife. First, Mom says Bella's is being difficult. Can you help? Then Margaret. Then the family's crisis committee. I let them stew. When I'd had enough theater, I called Clara back. I can help, I said. One condition. Party of 13. Who's 13? Me. I reinstated the booking, 13 covers, no special favors. Then I watched from the mezzanine as the Thompsons entered, Howard steady and Banker calm, Michael slick in his navy suit, Aunt Lorraine filming for Instagram, the teenagers wilting with practiced boredom, Margaret in command. They demanded the owner. The owner stood 10 steps above them, invisible behind smoked glass. In the private room, the table glittered. Golden light, crystal-catching candle flame, orchids that cost more than rent. One chair sat empty at the head. I took it. Seat 13, I said. Faces tightened. Uncle Robert boomed something about useful connections. Michael smirked. At least Clara married someone who can pull strings. Course 1 arrived. Chestnut soup poured tableside, steam curling like script. Appetite softened attitudes. Questions followed. So who did you call? Robert asked. My manager, I said. Course 2. Sage ravioli, brown butter, shaved truffle. More questions. You must have serious pull, Michael said. I do, I answered, setting down my fork. I sign her paychecks. Silence vacuumed the room. Clara blinked once, slow. Michael's head tilted, lawyer dog confused. Margaret froze. I own Bella's, I continued evenly, and 6 more. 2 catering companies, 200 staff. Last year, 12 million gross. This year, we'll beat it. Why didn't you tell us? Clara whispered. You never asked, I said. You asked for reservations, donations, venues. Never about the thing I was building. In this family, loud isn't the same as seen. I stayed quiet. That was my mistake. Turkey roulade arrived, skin crackling, just like velvet. Nobody tasted it at first. Howard cleared his throat, diplomatic. Your mother-in-law only wanted a neat evening. Neat, I said, as in edit the people who don't fit the picture. Margaret's napkin was down to threads in her hands. I was wrong, she said finally. I said family only and treated you like hired help. I'm sorry. Are you sorry because you excluded me? I asked. Or because I can embarrass you? A long pause. The room breathed. Because I excluded you, she said, quieter than I'd ever heard her. I've cared how things look more than how they feel. I turned family into a performance. We finished dinner like humans instead of actors. No victory speech, no gloating, just truth laid between the plates. Aftershock. The next day, the Family Grapevine rewrote events. I had surprised everyone with a business venture. The part where I'd been uninvited vanished. I ignored the PR spin and went back to work. Inventory, bonuses, our annual charity dinner. That evening, Clara came to my office without makeup, eyes rimmed red. I didn't fight Mom hard enough, she said. I thought keeping peace was love. It wasn't. It was cowardice. Show me how to show up. 3 things, I said. Ask before assuming. Stand up when your mother cuts. Visit my world without turning it into content. She wrote them down. 2 weeks later, a rumor slithered through the neighborhood chat. Friend got sick at Bella's. Health inspectors swooped. We aced every metric. I traced the spark to Aunt Lorraine's Facebook. Before I could respond, Margaret posted the inspection report herself. We shared unverified info. We were wrong. We're sorry. Her voice shook when she called me. I taught this family to worship image. I'm trying to unteach it. For Christmas, they actually requested, the private room. I agreed with conditions in writing. No grandstanding, no social media circus, and 13 seats permanently. We kept the menu simple: perfect roast chicken, rosemary potatoes, a salad that proved vegetables can sing, one astonishing bottle of wine. Clara sat beside me and asked about my pastry team by name. Howard apologized without filibuster. Michael listened more than he spoke. Dessert came. Margaret stood, awkward, earnest. I confuse presentation with love, she said. I won't. Do it again. No applause, just a collective exhale. We stacked plates together like a normal family. Later, alone in my dark office, I looked down at the floor that used to be my hiding place. They finally saw me, not because I shouted, but because I owned the room, and for once owned my place at the table.